gonna get this little patch of nothing explored. Yo, Monstrum just landed right in front of them. Oh my goodness. Those people should have exposed me. Oh, pedal. We'll get this little Grimwald really quick. Ow. For quite a lot. Hope you realize. I wonder what type Renegade's gonna be. He would have to be Pierce. It's gonna be kind of weird though. I wonder, someone told me that Renegade uses a staff, a rod. I mean, I guess a rod could be associated with Pierce out of everything. It's definitely not Slash or Impact. So, like, you know, I think Pierce does make the most sense, but it is a little weird still. Dude, I really just want to explore. I can't get enough of it. Oh, wait, there was a pedal. I never got that pedal. The one that was near the Grimwald. I wanted this one. I wanted to grab this. I just want to focus on getting all the shadowy stuff done. Yeah, down there where the quest is. Oh, wait, graffiti? Seeing the Renegade go by gets me all fired up every time. Screw the Hieroglyph Church. It's all Norse. It's Norse all the way for me. Alright. Is it just me or the Game Awards getting more boring now? The Game Awards have always been pretty boring to me. The Game Awards have never really impressed me with anything since Joker got announced for Smash. Outside of that, the Game Awards have never really been much special. I will say, last Game Awards, Tales of Arise winning RPG of the Year was phenomenal. It's probably the best thing about it. The Game Awards last year. And then the year before that, FF7 Remake won. I think FF7 Remake won 2020s. I don't remember.
It's my turn.
I'm fairly certain. Alright, let's get this quest started.
I don't know what to do.
If only there were any available gentlemen around. Perhaps he'll do. He's close enough to me in age. This'll work out perfectly. Are you gonna ask me to go as, like, your fake date? Or something? I hope not. You there? With the black hat? How would you like to be my escort to the masquerade? A masquerade? You mean those fancy parties with the mask and upper class hobnobbing and all? This is a rather sudden preposition. Let me explain. My relatives are planning to come to the masquerade today. I got caught up impressing them and said I'd be bringing a nice young suitor with me. Needless to say, he doesn't exist, and now the fateful day has come. All I'm asking is that you play the part of my date for just a little while. Please, how did I guess this? Well, Sir Adol, what do you think? It sounds like fun just because I'm gonna do the quest.
Yeah.
Do you even know how to say no? Oh, it'll be a most wonderful affair, believe you me. See, the grand host is none other than the Pendleton Company. You can only imagine how exquisite the catering will be, considering their influence. Pendleton Company? Really? Huh? You didn't know? No, I didn't. I hear business has been booming over at the Roman and Hispanic branches. They've invited all their trading partners and affiliates a show of goodwill. This is kind of a shock, but I guess there's no real reason for them to tell me anymore. Krisha. I know this may sound a little forward, but would you mind if I tagged along too? It won't be a bother or anything. You won't even know I'm there. I don't particularly mind, I suppose. I imagine they'd let you through if you pretend to be his younger sister. You mean Adol's? That's a little embarrassing, but if that's what it takes. You put yourself through all that for some hoity-toity crap fest? Couldn't be me. We'll just head back and unwind at the bar while we wait. See you guys. This isn't all that a formal event, so the clothes you have on should be fine. You mean I could just go as a vigilante kind of person? Oh, and I'll provide you the masks. Now then, shall we, my pseudo-sweetheart? Please never say that again. After taking a moment to freshen up, Adol and Krisha met up with Michelle. The trio then headed off to the masquerade. They've always been boring? Yeah, exactly. Tales of Arise winning RPG of the Year was good, but it definitely wasn't enough to say the Game Awards were phenomenal. If I had to choose one thing that was great about them, it was that Tales of Arise won RPG of the Year. But that doesn't make the Game Award. That didn't make the Game Awards like suddenly not boring. They were still boring because that was literally it was only for a second that they said, "Oh, Tales of Arise got RPG of the Year," and even then, they didn't even show any pictures of the game. You know, like some games they have like the little intro where they show a little bit of gameplay for each game. They didn't do that for the RPGs, so that was also disappointing. But like, what did I expect? Nothing, rather. Everyone, I'd like to propose a toast, if I may. It's thanks to the efforts of each and every one of you that the Pendleton Company has become what it is today. We extend to you our deepest gratitudes, as well as every success going forward. With that, let the masquerade begin. Cheers! Whew, here we go. It's hard to tell beneath the masks, but there are sure a lot of big shots here, huh? Yes, assembled here are dignitaries of all kinds from various regions all around. My family was only invited due to our contributions as investors. Well now, is that little Michelle I spy? It is. And the strapping lad beside you must be the suitor we've heard so much about. Oh drat, it's my aunt and uncle. Remember you two, escort and little sister. Right. Good to see you, auntie, uncle. Allow me to introduce you to my two companions. We're of the Kristen family. And they're pushing it there at all. Kristen, you say? I can't say I've heard of them. Now, dear, mind your manners. Mr. Kristen, was it? Absolutely delighted to meet you. And, as for this young lady over here... Oh, I'm his younger sister. Michelle's been a great help to me and my brother, both. From there, Adol, Krisha, and Michelle somehow managed to corroborate their stories, sure. In the end, Michelle's aunt and uncle didn't suspect a thing. They'd never heard of Adol Kristen, apparently. Whew, thank you ever so much for doing this, you two. I'll tell them we split over some squabble or another after the masquerade ends. For now, go ahead and enjoy yourselves. You've earned it. We will. Thanks, Michelle. Yes, alone time with Krisha. Adol, this is just a thought, but I kind of want to take the opportunity to mingle with some of the guests. No, this is supposed to be our alone time. Why do you got to do this to me? We might be able to get our hands on some useful intel. What do you think? Really? Great. Let's make our way around the hall and strike up some conversations. Why do you have to make this about intel? Hey, you guys enjoying the party? Oh, yeah, definitely. Does make me a bit nervous, though. You and me both. Maybe you could tell, but I'm a bit of an outside the usual invite scope for things like this. What makes you say that? Well, Pendleton's been diversifying its network for the sake of its future. People of all walks were invited to this, even piddly, small-time merchants like me. Some people can still only see them as imperial bootlickers through and through. But Mr. Rish does what's best for the firm and not his image. It's actually pretty admirable. Yeah, it really is. Alright. Ever since he sold out to Rom, Pendleton's been out on the top of the world. You truly hate to see it. Did something happen between you and Mr. Pendleton? Don't tell me you've never heard the rumors. Just ask the long-time partnerships he's cut in favor of negotiating with the Romans. Not to mention the way he buys off clients' concessions to stamp out the competition. And it's thanks to his mines people in the shantytown are falling ill to polluted water. He may act like his hands are clean, but he's a little more than a heartless miser deep down. This has got to be hard for Krisha to hear. It's got to be really rough for her. Our company's seen a massive rise in revenue thanks to our deals with Pendleton. Truth be told, I thought them nothing more than a backwoods provincial firm at first. But between Lord Rish and Lord Carla, their business savvy is second to none. Expanding into Rome and Marks post-war was definitely a profitable move on their part. But it does Rome a good favor to have a cooperative company in their territory too. Until now, many of our caravans had suffered attacks from bandits and beasts. But Pendleton's routes have allowed us to carry our business out safely. You don't say, I would have never known. Well, we've talked to just about everyone who caught my curiosity. Thanks for coming along with me, Adol. Definitely. That's exactly why I wanted to come to the masquerade to begin with. I wanted to know what people really thought of the Pendleton Company. I'd never known how divided people were about us while I was still living there. I know it sounds obvious now, but it wasn't for me. Not back then. Just goes to show how naive I really was, I guess. I'll have to think long and hard about where I want to go with the flower shop from here. Oh, get the marble curry. Anyway, you feeling as hungry as I am? Let's go get ourselves some food. It's a date. What is all this? Way to make me hungry, game. Wait, look over there. You spot a suspicious man putting something into the wine. Oh, he's gonna poison us all. He's gonna kill us. Dude, this Gleam merchant is the main villain. I'm calling it, and no one can argue against me. Oh, this is where I left it. Perhaps I imbibed a smidge more than I thought. At all, we have to stop him. Did he actually put poison in the wine? We bumped into the man spilling his wine. Good heavens, boy, watch where you're going. Someone, bring me a cloth before the stains. Well, that was suspicious. Curses, I was so close. If it weren't for those damn brats. So be it, I'll just sneak into the next branch's party. Not if I have something to say about it. You're the White Cat? What's the meaning of this? And the Crimson King. The Crimson King too? The Crimson King, he has blue hair. So I guess we should call him the Azure King. Why in God's name are the Monstrums here? Just what is it you could possibly want with me? You'd have nothing to be scared of if you had nothing to hide. You just spiked the wine at the party, didn't you? Was it poison? Rather assumptuous of you to brand me a murderer. It was merely a laxative, enough to give you the runs in spades. Figured an incident that vile would have taken Pendleton's reputation down the drain with it. Wait, what? You weren't after that Roman merchant then? My company had dealt in parchment for many a generation. We often did business with Pendleton prior to the war. Once Balduke became a Roman territory 8 years ago, everything changed. I was told one day that our partnership was over, without so much as a hint of warning. Pendleton had found himself a more favorable vendor, a leading corporation from Rom. Without our most prominent client, it was only a matter of time before we closed our doors. Pendleton threw us, no, Glee itself aside. For what? Furry flavor with our captors? While Pendleton toasts to its success on the backs of its transgressions, I won't rest until they know the pain of each and every store they've forsaken. Yeah, vengeance? As great as vengeance plots are, they don't bring back the dead. That's what everyone wants to hear. Just what would an ignorant whelp like you would know? Oh, Corduroy, how low you've fallen. Rishi Pendleton and Miss Carla as well? A pleasure to see you again. It would seem the Monstrums spared us a fair bit of injury. Indeed, I have my questions, but they'll have to wait for now. You appear to have misunderstood one crucial detail in your story, Corduroy. I judge a product's worth not in its origins or prestige, but in its quality. In that sense, the ROM product excelled. It is simple as that words. So, you're saying our work was inferior to the Romans? Is that it? The parchment you handled was durable and smooth, to be sure. The world of business continues to evolve with every waking moment. Each time bringing forth better products, wider distributions, and greater profits. As you continued to stagnate after the war, I had no choice but to leave you behind. How could you say that? What right does that give you to discard this, refuse after so many years of business? Was all that really worth it if it cost you your heart? Mr. Corduroy. Ends are made by taking losses. That's the creed of the Pendleton Company. The world of business is not one for clemency, much less the soft of heart. As such, the hatred and retributions of those I've cast off are my burdens to bear. The most I can do is strive for my best, with every last bit of my heart and soul. I would have liked nothing more than for you to have done the same. You have conducted yourself not as a fool, but a merchant. Father. We've got you now. Sabotage a masquerade on our watch, will ya? Wait, the Monstrums are here too? Time to run. There they go. Yeah, I guess that's that. Mr. Pendleton, Miss Carla, we're here in response to your report. So I see. Oh, once again, you've allowed the Monstrums to slip away. Gains are made by taking losses. Father practically raised us on that. His bold and forward thinking was the only reason we stood a chance abroad. The only reason Pendleton was able to bridge the market to Rome, at that. Considering Glia's future at the time, it was a necessary step without question. I know that puts him in the right, but still, It's your path? You're right, and it's up to me to decide how to take it. I'm gonna show this world just how much a florist can do. Like giving my father and Carla a good run for their money, for one. So anyway, should we get back to the masquerade? Let's just ditch. Someone might get suspicious if we suddenly leave after all this. Guess we have no choice but to enjoy ourselves till it's all over. No ditching. Adol and Krisha slipped in among the frazzled masquerade guests soon after. Upon Rish and Carla's return, the event continued without incident. There, Adol and Krisha had their fill of lavish world of upper class. After getting in some much-needed relaxation, they met up with their comrades once again.
That actually went pretty well.
Yeah, you know, it went fine. Could have been worse. Okay. So, that quest is done. I don't want to mess with the prison quest right now. I think I just want to explore for a bit.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
I want to get all these areas done. Oh, now we got 92% of Balduke explored? Oh my goodness. Balduke's gotta have like only one more Nox. There's that one right there. This has to be like one of the last districts. There's a path right there. I want to see what that is. I don't want to start the other quest right now. As to the story, which means I don't want to go there. Wait, was that not the tobacco one? That wasn't the tobacco one. Interesting. That had nothing to do with tobacco, so that doesn't surprise me. Oh, wait, you know what happened? They always have a quest in the new area, so they added another quest. Okay. That was not the tobacco quest I was marking on. Yo, gold. Nice. There's a path here. I want to see where this takes me, though. I should do the tobacco quest, though. I would like to.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
Because then we'll only have the prison quest and we can go straight to the main story. I do want to see where this leads, though, too. Oh, I can't even go there now. Okay. Let's do the Estat Highway. I don't really care about that right now. There are more chests to get, but I don't think... Yeah, let's go do the tobacco quest, then. I was not under the assumption that they would add another quest, but they've done it literally every single time. When you get a new area, they add a quest. So we're going to do the tobacco quest. This should take like 20 minutes, give or take. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. This is a dandelion, not what I need. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes, theoretically. Was that graffiti? Did I ever grab this? As a sylvan bird retires to the nest, the field horn flowers retreat into slumber. Good night, my darling babe. Swallowed in the gleam of stars above. May your dreams ever be sweet. Alright. Who's this guy with the tobacco? Where are you, dude? You're not in the dandelion, so where could you possibly be? Maybe up this path?
The raging bull.
It's the Raging Bull. That is correct. How do I get to this quest? Maybe it isn't a dandelion. That'd be so weird, though. It might be in the dandelion. Okay.